Hello everyone. This is the pre-market report video for today 16th November 2023 for the Indian stock market in terms of Nifty and Bank Nifty. First, quickly let's see what happened in US last night. Before their market opening, US Bureau of Labor Statistics released the wholesale inflation data for October month. Tuesday night it's consumer inflation, last night it's wholesale inflation. And we discussed a lot of times, wholesale inflation always influences the subsequent month consumer inflation. So this is also a very important future predicting tool. So last night for October month, on year-on-year basis, the data came as just 1.3% against expectation of 1.9%, and also it's almost 1% less compared to last September month, 2.2%. Thus, this is clearly a positive macro. In case of retail sales data, on month-on-month basis for October month, it did contracted by 0.1%, but analysts expected the bigger contraction of 0.3%, though it was way less than the September month 0.9% expansion. Here, we can consider this as mildly positive. Because of all this, US market opened positive and closed positive, but the positivity was capped due to two reasons, I presume. One, in the last 13 trading sessions, S&P 500 increased not exactly but near 10%. So on an average, 0.7 to 0.8% increase every day. In Nifty terms, it's 150 to 175 points up every day in the last 13 trading sessions. Second, 4,500 is the huge psychological resistance for S&P 500, so it created the profit booking. However, all three major index still managed to close positive. In the end, Dow Jones up by 0.47%, S&P 500 increased 0.16%, and Nasdaq mildly up by 0.07%. In case of US VIX, it's unchanged around 14. Coming to oil, EIA released the US crude oil stockpiles data, and it was way higher increase compared to what market expected. Thus, it dropped around 2%. At the time of this video, Brent crude is trading around $81 per barrel and WTI crude is trading at $76.5 per barrel. Moving on, in US last night, there was a IT service sector rally due to AI related opportunities. Even both Accenture and Cognizant increased around 2%. In line with that, on Indian ADR, both Indian IT stocks increased 1.5 to 2.5%. On the negative side, both banks closed around 0.5% negative. However, if we calculate arbitrage to the Indian spot market, then both banks indicating a flat. Since day before yesterday and last Friday, it increased too much in ADR, and that was not translated yesterday in Indian market. So those extra not fully but mostly recovered. However, Infosys still got the arbitrage of 2% positive. Regarding GIFT Nifty, today early morning it closed at 19,763, considering 70 points premium and equating it with our spot market, kind of indicating gap up opening of 30 to 40 points. That's all about the global market. Now let's see the India specific ones. First, yesterday RBI asked the NBFC company to stop issuing Insta EMI card and eCom to lending product as immediate effect. This is for sure not good for Bajaj Finance, so we can expect some kind of impact on the stock price. Then about institution, finally after continuous selling of 14 trading sessions, FII turned as net buyers. Yesterday the net bought for 550 crore rupees, and also their trade volume was near double the times compared to last 10 trading sessions average volume. Again, it doesn't mean that they turned bullish, but still it's minor positive sign. Net bought value with a double the amount of trade volume means it's proper short covering. So it's hinting that they are changing the position. Let's see. And regarding DII, as usual, no trade volume spike, but they did net bought for near 610 crore rupees. So overall as an institution, yesterday the net bought for 1,160 crore rupees. Anyway, moving on. As per stock open interest, Bajaj Finance, Bajaj Finserv, PFC, PNB, About India and NMDC got an increase in open interest along with a negative close, indicates the short build-up. On the other hand, MCX India, ONGC, Oracle Financial, Eicher Motors, HUL, Apollo Tyre and Persistent Systems got an increase in open interest with a positive price close, indicating long build-up. As a summary, US market closed positive for the 12 trading sessions in the last 13. Only on November 9th, it closed negative, that too due to very hawkish speech by the Fed chairman on the IMF conference. However, yesterday S&P 500 haven't closed decisively above 4,500, but on the positive, it just above that psychological mark 4,500, it's 4,502. So US market had a furious rally near 10% increase in the last 13 sessions. Thus, it makes me think possibly a correction is pending. However, for now, in ADR, both Infosys and Wipro closed another 2% positive. But as I said, if we calculate the arbitrage, it just Infosys got 2% positive. All other three, Wipro, HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank, becomes the lagging and following one of the Indian market rather than the leading one. So for now, it's kind of indicating flat and Gift Nifty indicating 40 points gap up opening. On the negative side, Reliance GDR closed over 1% negative and also it got the arbitrage of negative 0.2 to 0.5%. About the things to look out, before or during our market hours, there is nothing that I'm aware of. Then in the night for US, weekly jobs data, industrial production growth for October month and more importantly 5 out of 12 FOMC members interview/press conference is on the schedule. So these are the some of the items we need to keep an eye out today. Coming to technical, because of strong US inflation data and strong US market on Tuesday, yesterday morning Nifty opened gap up of over 200 points. Then in the first 15 minutes, there was a little bit of volatility. I mean, here in this picture, it's not justifying that, but it did dropped over 70 points. However, in the next few minutes, it reclaims that back and maintains throughout the session. In the end, it closed positive of 230 points. Just another interesting stat, Nifty yesterday was the biggest single day rally in the current financial year. So on the daily chart, it formed bullish candlestick pattern with a long lower shadow and upper minor shadow with a above average volume. Here, what this candle implies is, there was a selling pressure but buyers took back the control. However, it haven't crossed the 19,680 to 19,700 immediate resistance mark. So till that time on the lower side, 19,550 is the immediate support and the range is 19,500 to 19,700. If it passes 19,700, then the next resistance point is at 19,850, which will be the more probable scenario. Since, as we know yesterday, it gave a breakout from that long October 23rd candle, which we discussed in detail yesterday. And also, it gave a decisive breakout from the downward sloping resistance trend line, which formed between September 15 and October 18th. So, generally, the short-term trend is positive on Nifty. Then in case of Bank Nifty, it too opened a gap up near positive 500 points, but unlike Nifty, throughout the day it slowly slides. Thus in the end, it closed positive of only 310 points and formed the medium bearish candle with very minor upper and lower shadow. Nevertheless, on the daily chart, Bank Nifty had consistently maintained its position above the crucial moving average 10, 20 and 50 day, both simple and exponential, which it had a breakout only on yesterday, which is kind of indicating a positive trend. Thus, the key support is at 44,000 and the sentiment is also expected to stay optimistic as long as it stays above 44,000. On the upside, the next hurdle is at 44,600 to 44,750. So, that's the expected operating range, 44,000 to 44,600, potentially till 44,750. On the options front, the maximum call option open interest was at 19,800 strike, followed by 19,700 and 20,000, with new maximum call option addition at 19,700 strike, then 19,800 and 20,000 strike. While on the put side, the maximum put option open interest was at 90,600 strike, followed by 90,400 and 19,500, with new maximum put option addition at 90,600 strike, then 90,500. Thus, from the options data, it also indicated that 19,700 to 90,800 is expected to be an immediate resistance for the Nifty, with support in the 19,600 to 90,500 area. So, that's all in this video. Hope you all got some useful information. Please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, so it will help me beat the YouTube algorithm and also motivate me to do more. Please don't make any investment based on this, as I'm not a SEBI registered advisor. I am doing this for my and viewers' educational purpose only. Thanks for watching.